What is good, you guys? We are live. First NBA YouTube stream I've probably ever done. I think I want to do this more. I've been inspired by guys like Low that do that type of stuff, and they're so fun and interesting and just cool to watch. So I'm gonna let some people get in here first, you know what I'm saying, and then I'll probably do this intro again. But hey, go ahead, go to the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? It'll be better experience over here. Go ahead, go to the YouTube. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? We're here doing a little NBA YouTube stream. I got some hot takes from my TikTok, some comments. I got a who's better that I want to talk about. And then we're going to be doing my top 25 under 25 list at the very, very end. So if you like all that, stay for the entire show, man. I'm going to try to see if we can get some more people in here, put it on Twitter right quick to share it a little bit more. Feel what I'm saying? But yeah, it's about to be a great, great stream. Um, like I said, we got the who's better. We got some NBA hot takes and questions that I got off my TikTok. All that type of stuff coming on this stream, and if it goes well, we'll obviously be doing it more often. You know what I'm saying? And most definitely be doing it more often if it does well. I'm putting it on my Twitter right now. Hopefully, we can get some people in here, more people in here. You only got one person in here right now, but hopefully, we can get some more. Um, Shout out to all the people that's in here right now. We got 6 on the TikTok, man. We got 6 on the TikTok. Go ahead and go to the YouTube if you're on a TikTok right now. Be most definitely be a better experience over there in my I Instagram icon and bio, or just type in Hardwood Vibes like it says on the screen. But we are here, man. I think we're gonna get into the first hot take of the video for the one person that's in here right now. Um, Well, the first one is PG is a top 5 player in the league right now, and that's my guy, that's my friend that said that, but boy, oh boy, that is not true. I'm a Paul George fan, actually. I'm really a Paul George fan. I like the way he plays. I like the way he plays and other things like that. But I just can't say he's a top 5 player in the league. Most definitely not. I think he's a top 2 shooting guard in the league right now, but definitely not overall top 5 player. Just know you got LeBron, you got Curry, you got Luka, you got Steph, you got Giannis, you got Kawhi, you got Joel Embiid, you got Nikola Jokic, you got all those people. You got Kyrie, you got Jason Tatum. I think I may take Jason Tatum over PG right now. That's just me though. But yeah, man, I just nah. You just that's not even close in my opinion. It's really not even close. So I don't know. I don't know. He must be like a stand for Paul George because there's no way I can even think that that would be a possibility. Um, yeah, I have no idea what he was doing on that one. I have no idea. I'm trying to get some more people in here sharing it. If you're on the TikTok, go ahead, go to the YouTube. Better experience over there. Like I said, I'm doing a TikTok live, trying to bring people back over here to the YouTube. I want to do this definitely more often. Gonna get more people in. Yeah, man. Yeah, Low really inspired me to start doing this more and more because I just like how his goes and how impacted the chat is, and hopefully I can get that with you guys on YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just super fun. I don't like the editing and all that type of stuff, so I think this type of platform and type of setup will be way better for a guy like me because I'm just not a big editing guy, man. I'm not a big editing guy whatsoever. I'm not a big editor, you know what I'm saying? So it's just not for me. It's just not for me, man. Anyways, let's get into the second question. Um, Second question or hot take in this video that we had up. You know what I'm saying? Get to the second one. Tim Duncan over Kobe. Tim Duncan. This was a long time ago that I asked this. I asked this on my TikTok, August 22nd, and now obviously it's like September 6th. So these questions have been marinating. I've been waiting for a time to like use them and do things like that. And here it is, Tim Duncan over Kobe. I'm not mad that like he said that because I don't think it's like a super hot take. Although I do think Kobe is better. It's just a fact. It's just the fact that he he did it. He said this on Kobe's birthday. And I was like, and I did a reply video talking about you got to be ashamed of yourself. Like you could have answered that any other day would have been fine. But let's get into the actual analysis of the take. Is Tim Duncan better than Kobe? I don't think so, man. I think Kobe's top three. I'm a top three guy with Kobe. I think it's MJ, LeBron, then Kobe. He's like one of the better defenders of his time. He's like a top two scorer of all time. He won 5 championships. You know, his resume is very. It doesn't have too many holes in it, man. Like he's not just a pure scorer. He played insane defense. Like I said, he was a great athlete early in his day. I don't think Tim Duncan is better than him, bro. I don't, man. I don't. I know there's some people that think that. That's just not me, man. That is not me. But let's get into the second, the next take that I have, and that is Hakeem is the greatest center after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? I'm a big Hakeem guy. I like Hakeem. I think actually, I saw a tweet today. It was a question. It said, if MJ, Kobe, and LeBron never played, like if they never played, who would be the GOAT? And my answer quickly was Kareem, right? But what I was thinking was, if MJ never played, Hakeem would be the best player of that era because he won 2 championships in the era while he was gone, right? But like maybe he wins three, four if MJ's never there. That's my thinking. So I think if he has those three, four championships, his bro, his resume would be insane, man. His resume would literally be insane if that was the case. If that was the case. Hey, man, if y'all over here on the TikTok, go ahead, go to the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a way better experience over there. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Game Garomo, what's up, bro? How you doing? Game Oromo, what's up, bro? How you doing? Um, Shout out to everybody that's been in the TikTok. If you want to get a better experience, like I said, go ahead, go over to the YouTube, man. Hardwood Vibes on YouTube. I'm live over there right now, man. Okay, let's get into the next question. Kobe is the best player ever, but MJ together is it. What does that even? What does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean? What does that even? I don't get what that even means. I don't get what that even means, man. I do not get what that even means. Um, I have no idea what that one is about whatsoever. Couldn't tell you that was kind of a weird one. He said Kobe's the best player, but MJ is it. That that one got me. I'm not sure what to do with that one whatsoever. I'm not sure what to do with that one at all. Um, that was a weird one. That was a weird one. Can't even lie to you. Oh my god. That was definite weird one, you know what I'm saying? But I think this is a Kobe guy, and he's trying not to make his take too hot while trying to be like Kobe's that guy. So he was trying to like be in the middle of that. But yeah, I don't know what to do with that one. That was a bad one. Although I do think Kobe's top three. I don't. I think people that say he's like one or two is crazy. I think honestly, there's a gap there. I think there's a gap there when you talk about from one, two, and then three. I think there is a gap right there. So yeah, man, I've never been a Kobe is a top is the best player guy. I just don't think that's like a valid take at all, in my opinion. I just don't think it is. Next one. Ja is going to be the best in-game dunker of the decade. He is so close to landing an iconic poster. Oh, Ja is gonna have the best in-game dunk of the decade. He's so close to having an iconic poster. I definitely agree with that. He's been close a lot of times. He spared a lot of people by just missing. He goes up on everybody. You know who else spared? Who else got spared? Spared like like bro could have ended his life type spared is Trey Lyles. Lonnie Walker could have ended his whole entire career on a dunk. He like got up That's it. And I was like, and he missed the layup too. That's the crazy part. But Lonnie Walker was so up there, like his head, like his eyes was looking at the rim. He could have ended bro's career. Even the people on the Nuggets bench were like, "Oh my god!" Paul Millsap, Monte Morris, and he spared him. And like, I think Trey Lyles should literally pay Lonnie Walker like a good amount of money every week for sparing bro like that because that's crazy. But yeah, I do think has a chance to land a nasty one on somebody because he's been very close multiple times. So I think he can land one on somebody at some point. But I don't know, man. Maybe we'll just keep missing. Mitch and Todd Gibson, Nerlens better than Nerlens Noel. I think Mitch Robinson is better than Nerlens Noel, but definitely not Todd Gibson. Nerlens Noel was like in the conversation at the end of the year for Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we can what's up, Aaron Palmer? First comment in the chat. I'm glad we got somebody here. Luca, Tatum, Mitchell, Booker, Trey, Shea, Ja Bam, Melo, Edwards. That's your top 10 under 25. Yeah, man, we'll be talking about that later. Right now, we're just I'm reacting to some hot takes and some questions that I got on my TikTok. And I'm just reacting to those questions. But yeah, thank you for your answer to the question that I'm about to answer later into the stream. But I have a lot of those guys that you have on there, but not all of them, not all of them. But I think your list is decent. Yeah, I think your list is decent, but I don't have all the guys that you have. um, yeah, but the question that I just got asked, like I was saying, Mitch and Todd Gibson over Noel. Like I said, I think Mitch Robinson is better, not Noel. I don't think Todd Gibson is better than Noel. No. I do not think that whatsoever. Nerds Noel was like a really good guy for the Knicks last year, especially with Mitch Robinson going down. Like I said, defensive player of the year candidate. People were putting him in those type of conversations. So I don't think people can just say that Todd Gibson is better than him. I don't think that's it. Jaylen Brown over Middleton. So this is my friend that put this on here, and he's like been a big believer of that. Like he's been talking about that a lot. He's not a big Chris Middleton fan. Jaylen Brown over Chris Middleton. I don't It's close, man. I think they're both in the 25-30 range of players in the league. They're both shot makers for their team. I mean, Jason Tatum's a better shot maker than Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown is right there with him. And Chris Middleton is the shot maker for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's close. I think Jaylen Brown's a better defender. Chris Middleton, I think, is a better shooter, just straight up shooter. Although Jaylen Brown has got way better at that, Jaylen Brown's a better finisher. Chris Middleton, and they're both really close. I think in the mid range type game, I think they're both really good there. Yeah, I'm not even gonna answer that question. It's not a hot take, definitely, because neither of the sides are like great. So I wouldn't even say it's a hot take, but it's like it's right here, man. But I think a lot of people right now with the recency bias would be like, oh no, Chris Middleton is way better. No, he's not. He's not way better. He's not way better. Anyways, next, Dame and Curry are tied for the best PG in the league right now. One is not better than the other. That is Cap. I think Dame is 3, Luka's 2, Curry's 1. I don't even think Dame is 2. I think Luka's 2. Luka has been better than Dame this year. Just straight up, just looking at everything. Just a better passer. I wouldn't even say rebounder because Luka's 6'7", Dame 6'3". Scoring ability, I think, is right there with each other, neck and neck. Yeah, and I personally preferable if I was on this side, you'd see the big Dallas Mavericks logo, but I preferably take Luka. And I think Curry is like on a different level than if I was doing it in tiers. I put Curry here and then Luka and Dame here. I think Luka and Dame are very much more comparable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely don't agree with that. Next, Dirk is better than Tim. I wish I can say yes, bro. This is the same person that just had a last flop take. I wish I could say yes because like I said, I'm a Mavs fan, but Tim Duncan 5 rings. That's hard, bro. That's hard to cut. Like that's super hard to compete with. Dirk only got one. It was a hard fought one. It was a hard one, man. It was like a great like one ring to get. Like that's the best one ring you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a really good one ring. Um, but I can't say that he is better. he's better than Tim, man. I can't say that. I think he's a better shooter, obviously, maybe close to being a better scorer, but his defense, Tim's defense, just takes him to another stratosphere from Dirk. And that's something Mavs fans just have to live with, man. That's tough. That's very, very tough. Next we got prime Dean Wade. Any other player? I love these like troll ones sometimes, like in the middle of like the serious ones. You always like a troll one, and this was a really good troll one, man. Because Dean Wade isn't even a guy like he's not even a popular meme type player like a Taco Fall, Alex Cruz, so those type of guys. He's not even like a popular meme type of player. Like Dean Wade is just like Dean Wade, you know. Like he's just Dean Wade. I don't even know what to say to that. And that's funny though. Larry is better than Magic and top five all time. He's definitely not top five all time. You can make a case that he's better than Magic, but I wouldn't make it. I think Magic is better for sure. I think Magic is better, but I mean he's close. I'd say he's close, but he's just not there yet. He's not at that level. He's not at that level whatsoever. Not at that level whatsoever. Um, yeah, man. Uh, Shout out to him though. Shout out to him. I like both of those guys. I like both Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. But like Magic Johnson, I think has just always been at a different level than Larry Bird. You know, I just always think that. But shout out to Larry Bird. Like I said, shout out to him. I just think Magic has had a more of an impactful career. His playmaking, I think, is on a different level. Larry Bird's shooting is obviously like different. Like his shooting is different. But yeah, I just nah. I most definitely take Magic Johnson. Uh, I most definitely take Magic Johnson. I'm trying to get some more engagement while I'm talking to some of y'all. I want this stream to be like engaging and have a lot of comments and things like that under it. So I'm just doing a little bit of that as we're in the stream right now. For like the two people that are in here. Um, yeah, man, just for like the two, three people. Uh, yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, let's get to the next question. The two teams that went to the finals this year were lucky; they made it there. This sounds like a salty comment to me, but I understand it because they had some luck. There was definitely some luck involved, but I just, man, it sucks because it's kind of true, right? But it's like, man, I think those two teams worked very hard to get there, and I just don't like taking that type of stuff away from guys like Giannis, like Chris Middleton, even for the losing team like Deep Book, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton taking as big of a lead as he did, Campaign being a most improved type guy, Cam Johnson feeling like he couldn't miss sometimes when coming off the bench. I don't like to take that type of stuff away, but I understand what you're coming from with LeBron getting hurt and Kevin Durant, and Kyrie. I mean, not Kevin Durant, Kyrie and James Harden getting hurt. Kevin Durant had to do it all by himself, and then almost winning an inch away from winning. If he was an 18, if he was a 17 instead of the 18, he would have won and Milwaukee would have been out. So it's like, yeah, you have some truth to that, but it's just like I don't like doing that to those guys, man, because I think they work very, very hard for it. So shout out to them, shout out to them. Next is Westbrook top 10 all time. Ah, man, that's tough, man. That's tough. No, it's not. It's not tough. It's not tough at all. I mean, he has a. I mean, people could say that he's not even. I mean, I wouldn't agree with it, but some people would say he's not even a top 10. point guard of all time, let alone player. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you're getting that one from, Brody. I have no idea what you're getting that one from, but hey, I want what you want. Yeah, I want what he on. I want what bro on. You know, I want what bro on. Next, Curry is the best point guard behind Magic Johnson. Curry is the best point guard of all time. I stand on that. I'm playing. I'm joking. I do think it's very close though. Like I think it's like very, very, very close. Matt, like him being over Magic. Like I'll argue with it. I'll argue with you for it. You know, like those are one of the ones I'd argue. But he's definitely the best point guard besides Magic Johnson of all time. Like it's not that's not even close. That's not even close. What Isaiah Thomas, Chris Paul. No. Curry's that guy, pal. He's that guy. Like I think he's better. I think he's right there for being better than Magic Johnson. If he wins another championship, give that man it. He's top 10 all time. Then he's top 10 all time. Then yeah, that's easy. That's light. That's very light. Next, D Rose would be a worse Westbrook and is way overhyped. I do think he's way overhyped, but worse Westbrook. D Rose was that guy, bro. D Rose was that guy. 36 points in his playoff debut, MVP 2011, youngest MVP ever. He was that guy, bro. And although I do think he gets overhyped sometimes, like the only reason he wasn't great like for a long period of time was obviously injury, and I don't think you can take that away from him. But I think some people do get carried away with a D Rose praised at times. You know, think he would have been a little bit better than like I think people think he would have been like a little bit better than he actually would be, but he was a great player, and I'm not going to take that away from him. Last one but not least, already 20 minutes, man. Already 20 minutes in. That's crazy. Um, Hopefully, like I said, get some more people in here. Anyway, last one, Hakeem, Shaq. Hakeem is better than Shaq. This is one that's going to be argued for ages. I think Hakeem's a way better defender. Like Shaq was way more dominant, just being dominant. Shaq had that for sure. I think so close. That's so close, bro. That's so close. Jesus, that's close. Hey, go tune into the stream if you're on here, man. Go tune into the stream. How vibes you. Anyways. Oh, 277 viewers. Interesting. Anyways, I think you'd put Hakeem or Shaq, bro. Hakeem or Shaq. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have no idea. Never played. I have no freaking idea who would be the best out of those two. That's like one of the more tougher questions I've ever gotten, you know, because it's just Hakeem got the defense, he got the great defense, he got those two rings while MJ was gone. I think they were very hard fire rings, and I saw a stat or a tweet the other day. It was like the only one to do it that 6 man of the year, rookie of the year, all star, like literally, like it was it was the closest thing to a carry job that's ever been done in the NBA. You know, it's like the best thing. Like his ring, I think his rings should be way valued way more than others. You know, that's the type of like he like it was like a hard rings to get, hard fought, and did it like really himself, man. Like really did it himself. You know, so shout out to Hakeem. I think I would take Prime Shaq was different, bro. Prime Shaq was literally different. Like he was different. That's what I'm saying. Prime Shaq was like different. So it's hard, bro. I have no idea. Literally have no idea what I choose. That's so close to me. That's so close to me, bro. I have no idea which way I'd go with that one. Uh, I ain't gonna say nothing. I have no idea. I have no idea who I'd go with that one. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the episode. You know what I'm saying? And that is the top 10 under 25 list. That's the top 10 under 25 list that I have. I was expecting like to have somebody like critique it and like argue with me on it, but they had to cancel, and I still wanted to do it because I need to start getting more content out here on YouTube. But but I have been posting daily on TikTok. I haven't posted in like 3 weeks on YouTube, but follow my TikTok. It's in the link in my bio. Follow my TikTok because I be going crazy over there. Like I post a lot over there. So if you want like daily consistent content from me, I'm not sure if I can do that on a daily schedule for YouTube because it just takes so much of my effort. But TikTok, you can get a TikTok out in like 4 or 5 seconds. So that's way easier to do. Anyways, let's get into the top 10, 25 and under. The top 10, 25 and under list. Yes, sir. That's how I like to say it. That's how I like to say it. Anyways, we got at number 10, we got De'Aaron Fox, man. Um, I go back and forth with him and Ja. Like that's the closest thing, like closest two players that I think there are in like all of basketball, in my opinion. Those are like the closest two players. And maybe that's just more me than like anybody else. But I just think they're so close. I value De'Aaron Fox a lot, and I've put him over John Moran in list. So if people have seen my list in the past, they're like, "Oh, you switching up now? John's better." And it's like, no, I'm not switching up. It's just so close to me, man. I'm a De'Aaron Fox believer, like big believer, and I think the top 10, number 10 right now for like top 25 and under. I think 10 is a good spot. I wouldn't be mad. I'd actually be happy if he had him at 9 because then I know other people think like that he's really that guy because I think he's like that guy, bro. Like I really do think he's that guy. He's that guy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Fox at 10, averaged 25 points this year on a bad Sacramento Kings with a bad coach and not a lot of good big men besides Rashawn Holmes. Um, a lot of COVID stuff happened last year. Buddy Hield wants to be out. Marvin Bagley wants to be out. Marvin Bagley's dad is talking crazy to him, and he's still dropping 25 and 7. Shout out to him, man. He got in his 3-point shot was a problem coming out of high school, like a problem coming out of high school and college, and he almost made it a strength in the NBA. And you always love to see that. Next is 9, and we got John Morant. Like I said, we already talked about that. How I think they're very like they're I can change my opinion on them every single day, bro. I really could. His playmaking is better than De'Aaron Fox's. I think De'Aaron Fox's scoring ability is a little bit better, but John Morant can be on a night like he had in that Utah series, and I think his playoff success is why I'm even considering putting him over De'Aaron Fox right now. And just his leadership ability, like the way he there's just something about him, man. And his athleticism is obviously crazy, but De'Aaron Fox is too. Those two guys are like so close to me, bro. Those two guys are so close to me. So yeah, at 10 we got De'Aaron Fox. At 9 we got John Moran. At 8 we got Zach LaVine. I mean, not Zach LaVine. Devin Booker. Devin Booker. I'm a big believer that Zach LaVine is better than Devin Booker. That's another one that I believe that I think a lot of like the public think D Book is better, and I think that's a little bit to do with recency bias. That's just my opinion, though. I think that does have a little bit to do with recency bias. But I mean, it is what it is. He's D Book is a really, really, really good player, but um, like CP3, Devin Booker had some moments in the playoffs where he underperformed as well, and I think that doesn't get talked about a lot. I think um, his mid range is insane. His three balls insane. He's a killer, bro. He really is a killer. But I just think Zach LaVine is a little bit better. That's just me though. I got D Book at 8, at 7. Like I said, I got Zach LaVine like a 27-point per game score. I think he can be 28, 29 next year. His efficiency is insane. 40% from 3. He's athletic. He can pass well. The only reason they didn't make the play in the playoffs is because he got hurt at the end of the season. They were on pace to get there. And he just has a way worse team. He's going to have a squad this year. You got Lonzo, you got DeMar DeRozan, you got Vucevic for a full season now. You got Caruso coming, you got Lamar Butler, Elise Jackson. Elise Jackson just announced that he's coming to the Bulls today. You got Pat Williams, you got Kobe White as a 6-man. They got a squad, bro. I think a lot of people will see that Zach LaVine is really, really like that, bro. I hope he shows it because I'm gonna be very disappointed if he doesn't. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be very disappointed if he doesn't. At 6, we have Trey Young, and these two guys that I just talked about, right? They have insane scoring ability, in Devin Booker and Devin Booker and Zach LaVine. I think Trae Young has insane scoring ability, along with the being able to get the free throw line, and along with the gravity he has as a playmaker. His best ability is playmaking, along with almost being a 30-point per game scorer, and that's what puts him over Zach LaVine and Devin Booker. He is that guy, man. He is really that guy when it comes to getting to the free throw line, to scoring. His floater is insane. His 3-point shot can be a little bit inconsistent sometimes, but like his deep range and his ability to shoot that far, this gives him another level, and then his playmaking on top at his best ability, bro. Mm, I've seen people that say Devin Booker is better. Don't see, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see how you can say that because they're both not great defenders. Although Trae Young is worse because he's smaller. They're both really, really good scorers, although I would say Devin Booker's a little bit better. And then you get the playmaking side where Trae Young just blows him out the water even more than uh, Devin Booker does defensively, right? So I think Trae Young is just over Devin Booker, just a better player in general and a better player than Zach LaVine as well. And that's why I have him at 6. And at 5, another guy that's hasn't had a lot of winning success, but I think is just as a talent, man, as the best shooting big man of all time, he can't be any lower than 5, man. He can't. No matter what type of winning success he's had, he can't be under 5, and that's Karl Anthony Towns. That's Karl Anthony Towns, man. Shout out to him. He's had a hard year, but he's still balling 25 points per game, 40% from three on like 6, 7 attempts. Like, what is that? What is that? And he's still decent inside, I just think his 3-point ability just puts him on a different level of a big man. I think he's a top 3 big man in the league behind Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic. And we never know who's better with them two, bro. They're neck and neck, just like De'Aaron Fox, John Moran, just like Zach LaVine and Devin Booker. But right under that, on the next tier, is definitely Karl Anthony Towns for me, and that's why I have him at 5 on this under 25 and under list. At 4, we have Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell is still underrated because I see lists where people have Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, and Trae Young over him, and I think he's on a different tier than all those guys. And I'll tell you why. The scoring ability is very similar with those two guys, but his clutch ability and just the way that he's like dominated games scoring wise, like over and over and over again for like his entire career. It's crazy, man. It's really, really crazy. Like he's one of the better playoff performers in the entire league. Like I can't really think about it on the top of my head, but I'd say he's top 5. I'd say he's top 5 in that. So like, man, Donovan Mitchell's on a whole different level than those three. I think a whole different, not level, a whole different tier than those three. And maybe that, in my opinion, will change when these guys do better. Like Devin Booker did really good in the playoffs. I think Donovan Mitchell, like without Donovan Mitchell, like in that first series against the Grizzlies, John Moran would have won. But Donovan Mitchell came back and just got straight to getting 30 balls, and making Dylan Brooks not look like as good of a defender as he was. It's just crazy, like how like he could pull up from like he doesn't get talked about it like that, but like his deep three is insane. Like he could pull like from half court and on. Like you can't just let him shoot because he'll put that in your mouth for real. Like and he'll get to the rim and he'll dunk on you, and he has that little scoop in the mid range because he's so like his gravity is so low that like his mid range is insane. Like he's that dude. I think he's very underrated still. I just don't understand how people can say, "Oh, that Booker's better," or "Zach LaVine's better." Trae Young, none of those three, man. None of those three. Donovan Mitchell is that guy. At 3 and 3 and 2, I went back and forth on, and I wouldn't even be mad if you said that this guy is 2, and I may be thinking it's 2, but I'm gonna just stick to my gut. At 3, we have Jason Tatum. That feels bad. I don't like that now that I'm thinking about it. Um, obviously, I think you know who 1 and 2 is. If Jason Tatum is at 3, Jason Tatum is that guy. He's a very elite defender. I think he doesn't get talked about enough of how good of a defender he is. Obviously, as a scorer, he gets to the rim. He's getting way better at that. His mid range, I think his bag is top 3 in the game. I think like his bag is only comparable to guys like Devin Booker, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, those type of guys. Man, Jason Tatum, his 3 ball schmacker, mid range schmacker. He's getting bigger, so he gets to the rim way easier. I'd like to see him get to the foul line more, but hey, that's just me. Like I said, his defense is so underrated. I think it's borderline elite, bro. I really think it's borderline elite. Um, yeah, bro. He's really that dude. He really is that dude. And I have him at 3. I don't even feel good about that. I think he should be at 2. That I'm going through my head, but I'm gonna just keep it the way it is, like I saw when I was making the list. And at 2, I have Zion Williamson. I have Zion Williamson at 2, man. And I don't feel great about that, like I said, but I think he's an MVP candidate coming into this year. 27 points, one of the most, besides Giannis, the most dominant person in the paint that there is, most efficient person in the paint that there is. And his playmaking has gotten way better. He's pointing Zion now. I think we should see more of that next year. I want him to be a better defender. I want him to, if he can be the defender that he was coming out of college, man, it's demon time for him for real. Like he's the top 10 like established player if that happens. I think he's around the 18, 19 range right now. I think he's top 10 easy if that becomes a thing. I think he's top 10 easy if he just those blocks that he used to have, just the rotation, the switchability, and him being so nimble on his feet. If he can get back to that and put it with his insane offense that he's had in the NBA with Brandon Ingram, I think that's a playoff team with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I think taking the next step. That's a playoff team, in my opinion, man. I think it is. And that one, come on, bro. He's on a different level than all these guys. Like he is different. 35, 10, and 8 against the best defensive team. Some people think against one of the best defensive players in our decade, against another one of the best defensive players in our league right now, against a guy that prides himself on defense, against a guy that thinks he's gritty, you know. 35, 10, and 8. That don't even sound right, you know. That don't even sound right. And he's not even in the best shape yet. He's not even in the best shape yet, bro. Luka Doncic is the savior of my favorite NBA team. He's the savior. He's the only, like, he has no help yet. He hasn't even tapped into the potential that he's going to get to. 35, 10, and 8 in the playoff series. His third year. He's different, ladies and gentlemen. I just want y'all to know that, bro. He's different, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody has anything for him. Luka number 1, bro. Luka number 1. I want to make a top 25, under 25 list at some point, and I think I will, in just like a regular video. But I think this was good for like the first stream, you know. I think this was good for the first stream. Let's read off some guys that were like through the 11-25. I'm gonna like finish making that. Got guys like Jaylen Brown, Ben Simmons, RJ Barrett, Anunoby, Shea, MPJ, Jamal Murray, Colin Sexton, Sabonis, Bam, Melo, B.I., Lonzo, Quickly, D'Lo, Ant Edwards, Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, K, John Collins, JJJ, and Halliburton, man. Shout out to all those guys. When I saw Anthony Edwards in this top 25 under 25, the guy that commented, I was like, I don't even think he'd be like 25, let alone top 10. There's some dogs. Dog. But yeah, man, that's all I got for you guys today. I had a nice 40-minute stream for the first one. I think we topped at the best at 4 viewers at a time. Hopefully this video could do better as it goes, and you can just watch it regularly like any other YouTube video. But I love the stream platform, man. I love just doing these things. Not a bit. I think I like it a lot because I'm just not a big edit guy. I think that's one of the reasons why. But hopefully we can have some like guests come through in the next ones that I do. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing some clips on here, so if y'all want to watch it in smaller parts, y'all definitely can. I'll be making a clip for just the top 25 under 25. But yeah, man, that's all I got for you guys today. If you like this type of content, go like and sub on the video if you haven't already. Hey man, yeah, man. See you guys next time, man. I'll see you guys next time.